scene cuts off onto, after, Bob was, decided to, uh, tell his friend, hey, you're looking at my girls, what, for yahoos, for yabos, the boobs. And, it's like, oh yeah, the drone friend's like, you want a copy of it? You know you're dealing with a guy who's just gonna be very genius, Mensa genius level, maybe more like Apple genius ball level, maybe. I don't even think those guys at an Apple genius ball are Mensa geniuses. But yet again, you have, then the scene can, changes to another scene, which is, because this film has a found footage film that has a large plot holes. They're so large, I have to do a President Trump interpretation. They're so large, you could drive a panther through, shoot off every gun, and still not hit the ends of these plot holes. They're so large, they're big. Have you seen the plot holes? Yeah, there's my stereotypical Trump impersonation. But yeah, so you have the scene of cutting off to I guess they turn up at a U.S. military base. But as they're driving around to this base, it literally looks like scenes out of I don't know where I live. Well, some of my family members live close to, which is Grass Valley. This is supposed to pass off as Germany or Bavaria or Berchtesgaden or I don't know the Burghoff. Where Hitler lived, but it looks more like it's in Grass Valley, California, in the foothills around, Alta Sierra. That's where it looks like it's at. And so as they're at the military base, they come out with, the best scene out there that you could have as a reason to get in to pass high maximum security, which is so good. Such a great persuasive tactic that I swear. These guys make Adolf Hitler look better on charisma. And yes, he's a very good, charismatic guy. Not a good guy, but at least he's better than the story they come up with to get into the base to find this supposedly lost Nazi bunker hidden in the forest. So what appears to be I'm trying to be Boytester Garden in Germany in the province of Bavaria, but I look more like I'm in Grass Valley, California. Yeah. Uh, which is the best quote as this, so persuasive that you can see it here. And then you have which now the guy hands a pass, and it obviously looks so fake, it's unbelievable. The soldier, who's the guard there, like, oh, cool, go ahead, like, take it. I mean, come right in, this is totally legit. Mind blown. I mean, it doesn't look detailed. I got family members that work for government. That I have a good friend. I don't even have to ask her to say, hey, does this look like, something that looks reasonable, legit, maybe persuasive? I know the answer. No, 9. Take it away, Adolf Hitler from Glorious Bastards. But yet again, so they're allowed in. I mean, they end up coming across, I guess, and forgot to bring up this journal, I guess somehow they come across. you know, I'm probably doing more justice by just bringing up this stupid thing because most of the plot holes are in there anyway. So I'm not holding the story up, and I'm probably doing it more, more, more mercy, more kindness because I'm a compassionate, loving person, and I don't want to make anything suffer, do I? But yet again, it's this journal that was supposed to be written by a concentration camp inmate from Dachau. Great plot story. I mean, I wonder how many people kept a diary with them in a concentration camp. In the Third Reich, there was an inmate. I don't think Anne Frank brought her diary with her. I don't think so. But yeah, this is supposed to be the thing that lets them, they find out about this bunker and they think that they're, oh my gosh, going to find a bunch of no lost Nazi gold. Which is bringing up to that conspiracy theory. Yes, people have found lost Nazi gold in the past. Maybe this shouldn't be somewhere in the film, maybe. But who am I to say, what you can and can't put in your own film? I'm not gonna be, a dictator like a certain hero. So they're going to look for this gold because they think they're going to make it rich and wealthy and beat everyone else to the punch and then get all the girls and women because they're college university fat boys probably looking also forced to pay off maybe one of them from the States and his sister to pay off, I don't know, student loan debt. You're gonna get more than what they asked for than a student loan debt being paid for. Somebody call Elizabeth Warren about this one. Great idea. Oh, I'm so. Don't even have to like that woman. Hey. So, so the German guy and his friend Baba, who the German fat boy always considers, I guess, African American, even though this guy, I won't use the word that he uses. I'll prefer to use African American because I know what he means though. But the character Barbara looks more Indian, so I guess he's that stupid he can't tell a person from India from Africa. Great stereotype. Yeah, I mean I can tell a person a difference. I mean, if an autistic person that has Asperger's syndrome and a Hitler and Nazi obsession can tell the difference, obviously your character should. Come on. But yeah, so he ends up leaving. I guess the German guy is the one who owns the car that they're driving in. He leaves the car with his friend Barbara. They go through a test run on all the stuff there. The looking at his sister's Yahoo's sister's rack. Obviously it's mentioned again because the frat boys. What else can you expect? This is not made for an audience of history buffs. But I'm gonna bring you along together. We're going to watch this through to the end. We're going to review this and enjoy this video through to the end, no matter what. We're gonna go through that trash and deals. And the German guy ends up separating from his friend Baba, and he goes forced to climb over electrical fence that I guess is not even turned off, but will still shake anyway to imitate the sound of the sound and him being electrocuted with 100,000 volts. Because obviously, I know you'd be shaking, but I think if you had that amount of volts, you would be on the floor dead. I don't know. I think they'll place funny on that to say, he would be dead. He would be gone. But yet again, you're not expecting much from this low-hanging fruit. I could have done a review about anything else, like Downfall or Jojo Rabbit. But I chose this one because I didn't want to go for anything higher. Because, I chose this one, so what the heck. So, the friend gets separated and he's, pranking his friend Baba, about being electrocuted. His friends, I guess Bobby call him, Bobby there, is, He's like, freaking out, like, oh my god, you almost gave me all that. But the acting is not even convincing. I swear, there's lack of emotion in this guy's acting. I'll show you. You can watch it. You can see for yourself. See how convincing that looks. That doesn't look convincing to me. But eventually, the German guy, says, "Oh, well, I fooled you, joke's on you," and he climbs over the fence and eventually gets caught by some U.S. Army forces there who eventually chase him. He runs off to hide, and then a couple of them are looking for him, scouting the area, trying to find him and capture him because he's on property that he's not supposed to be on, because obviously this is such a convincing film. Not really. Not really at all. But yeah, it's so even the soldiers in this thing, even the U.S. Army, are just bloody stereotypes. You got people that act like college or high school, middle school dropouts. You got the rednecks that, well, God forbid, pull down their pants and race in public. You got all that to blow into your head. So eventually the guy is found and he eventually runs, the German frat boy runs, and I'm just gonna call him the German difference, I guess. So the German guy just runs and he eventually comes across and captures and tries to hold hostage this uh supermodel of a U.S. Army soldier who acts like, like, I guess every Republican conservative's viewpoint of what a feminist would be, like Rush Limbaugh's stereotype of calling feminists, and it's not a stereotype or whatever, like, it's an insult he uses, and I think Alex Jones used it too, which is a feminazi. She's just this big buff man bully, but still good looking woman, I guess supermodel there, and yeah, it's just great. I swear, I bet I heard the feminists just cry about that one, and honey, everything's bad. This is just the beginning of the film. But eventually, the German guy's holding this woman hostage. He'll bump into her later because obviously the guy's got one thing on his mind as a frat boy. Great, it's either booze or something else. Partying, doing jello shots, keg stands, go figure. So the guy's running because he eventually caught by a couple of U.S. Army soldiers again, and eventually finds the dam that this bunker was said to be located from the journal. Bringing up that little uh I wonder what's the word for it. Oh well, I forgot the word for it. It's a prop or whatever. Though. But you'll probably remind me in the comments. Hopefully, maybe. Uh, but yet again, you have this. So he finds the dam, and he eventually jumps into the water, and he searches over and swims over to where the bunker is, which is hidden, and which has an entrance that is behind the most sophisticated World War II technology you would find in a World War II German bunker that is not uh, a gasoline powered, maybe manual powered generator. A steam powered turbine, turn of the 20th century. Of the 19th century there. No, the 1800s, Industrial Revolution, turning up in